If you're serious about survival and understanding the gear that endured the harshest conditions of World War II, nothing embodies resilience quite like the old leather boots worn by soldiers in the field. These weren't just shoes. They were lifelines, shields against mud, frost, and endless miles of marching. Properly maintaining leather boots isn't a hobby. It's a skill that can mean the difference between blistered, ruined feet and moving efficiently through tough terrain for days on end. Today, we're going to break down how to care for and treat leather boots with methods that are practical, historically grounded, and tested by both time and modern survivalists. Treating leather boots like the soldiers of World War II will extend their life. The first thing to understand is that World War II leather boots were made to endure. Most military boots were thick, full-grain leather, often oil-tanned, which gave them flexibility and durability. The secret to longevity lies in moisture management. Leather that is too dry will crack and fail, but leather that is too wet will rot and lose its structural integrity. Historically, soldiers would use mink oil, neatsfoot oil, or simple waxes to maintain the leather's suppleness. A practical approach is to start with a clean, dry boot. Use a damp cloth to remove mud and grit. Then take a small amount of oil, roughly the size of a quarter for each boot, and rub it evenly across the leather surface. Massage it in with circular motions to ensure it penetrates, paying extra attention to the seams and areas around the toe and heel. This process restores flexibility, reinforces the leather fibers, and prevents the dreaded splitting that comes from overuse in extreme conditions. Conditioning boots is not optional, it's survival. Leather is a living material. It reacts to temperature and moisture, and if neglected, it can become brittle. World War II soldiers often carried small tins of leather conditioner or oil in their packs, applying them during quiet moments in camp. For modern survivalists, a mixture of neatsfoot oil and beeswax in a 2-to-1 ratio works exceptionally well. Heat the beeswax slightly so it blends smoothly with the oil. Apply it evenly with a cloth, making sure to work it into creases and stitching. Once applied, leave the boots to rest overnight. The next day, buff them with a dry cloth to remove excess and restore the natural shine. Doing this weekly or after particularly wet or muddy excursions ensures the boots remain water-resistant and structurally sound. For example, if you've spent a day crossing streams or trudging through wet forest floors, a simple 15-minute conditioning session before bed will prevent long-term damage. Drying leather boots the right way saves them from destruction. One of the biggest mistakes survivalists make is rushing the drying process. World War II boots exposed to rain or snow were never left near open flames. Heat causes leather to shrink and crack, destroying the boot's natural oils. Instead, let them dry slowly at room temperature or near indirect heat. Stuffing the boots with newspaper or cloth can help draw out moisture without applying damaging heat. Rotate the stuffing every few hours and avoid plastic bags, which trap moisture and encourage mold. Soldiers often carried extra laces and socks so they could rotate boots and allow proper drying time. A tactic you can replicate today by owning at least 2 sets of boots during prolonged survival expeditions. Repairing and reinforcing worn areas keeps boots reliable in the field. Even the best treated leather will, eventually show signs of wear, especially at the soles and heel. WWII soldiers were actually quite adept at simple field repairs. A bit of wax thread and a leather needle can re-sew those loose stitches. Thick leather patches, glued with natural adhesives, can reinforce weak spots. For modern survivalists, knowing how to apply a small leather patch or stitch a split seam can keep boots operational when replacement options are miles away. Take the heel, for instance. If it begins to thin, sanding the area lightly, applying a layer of neatsfoot oil and pressing a small leather patch over the spot can extend the boot's life by weeks, potentially saving a march or trek from turning into a disaster. Maintaining boots is about consistency, not just, occasional effort. What really sets veteran survivalists apart is the routine. WWII soldiers didn't just treat their boots once and hope for the best. Every morning and evening they'd inspect, clean, oil and polish their footwear. So, adopt the same discipline. After a day of trekking, wipe off dirt immediately, apply a thin coat of conditioner and let your boots rest. Regular inspections for cracking, weak stitching or sole separation help prevent emergencies in the field. Even small actions, like lightly oiling your laces or rotating your boots, compound into massive durability gains over time. A neglected boot can fail after a single hard day, but a well-maintained boot can last for years in harsh conditions. Understanding the historical context, it really gives you an edge. When you know why soldiers treated their boots the way they did, it informs how you approach your own gear. WWII leather boots were designed to balance flexibility, protection and longevity, and every bit of their care routine was about ensuring the soldier could march, fight and survive. Translating these methods today gives you a survival edge, whether you're moving through wilderness, navigating urban ruins, or enduring extreme weather. Applying oils, conditioning regularly, and inspecting boots after each mission isn't just nostalgia. It's a proven survival strategy. Properly cared for leather boots, they become an extension of your body, truly capable of enduring days of wet, cold and rough terrain without failing. By adopting the techniques that soldiers relied on, you make sure your boots remain reliable tools, not liabilities. Remember, survival isn't just about having gear. It's about making the gear you have last, especially when every step really does matter. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to the Final Siren and, share it with your fellow survivalists. Keeping your boots and your skills battle-ready is what separates those who endure from those who falter.